Hi there, this is Manny with Classic Auto Repair. I have a new update on the 66 Bronco. We ordered a soft top canvas for the Bronco. It's by Rampage. It's a nice cover. It has a side glass that zips out, back glass that zips out, and it's got an option to run with or without the top extended, obviously. So it's got door frames here that pop into the inner door. Metal right here goes up. These just stay locked in. These are the wing nuts that kind of give it a guide, and then the front gets anchored with the header panel right there in that bar right there. So this header panel is the front, was replaced with this upgrade for the canvas top, so that they would have a location to mount the door frames. And now that you have door glass, you can close that as well, and either run with the windows open or closed, the top up or down. And to get the top removed, you don't have to disconnect these bolts. That stays fixed, but on the front of the canvas is a lip, a metal lip, and it just curves inside, just similar to right here. It just pops into these little channels and it holds it in place. Let's go take a look at the outside. Don't get in the back of a Bronco very often. All right. So now we got the door frames, the new chrome moldings around, or stainless moldings, the new vent wings, mirrors, chrome door handles. All this has been replaced. All the insides of the doors have been upgraded, and now you have door glass that goes up and down, and that's all set there. So here's the outside view of the top. Again, it's got nice little zipper things that you can run up and down. I would recommend relieving the tension on the brackets that I showed on the inside before unzipping. That way you don't put any stress on the zipper teeth. And that's just simply, like I said, going back into that bracket right there, and there's a little lever on that black bar. You just pop it and it relieves the pressure on this. Otherwise it's tight, to prevent a lot of noise and movement when you're driving down the road. You want this as tight as possible. Same thing on the passenger side. Got all the doors done. New door handles, new insides, new regulators. Glass is brand new. Vent wing glass is brand new. And the door frames that were missing were added to the truck as well. Got another mirror on this side that was replaced for pitting and corrosion, and the same with the door handles. Only thing I have left to add are the little snaps that pop in right here, which I'll be working on next. I want the top to stretch, sitting in place in the heat, so that I'll park it outside in the sun so everything stretches and gets into its final location before I mount the last snaps that go here on the corners right here. Getting pretty close on the Bronco. This was one of my last items on the list. Now it's road testing, checking for safety and reliability. All the systems will be reviewed, making sure that the cooling system, brake system, steering, exhaust, that exhaust system was replaced. It's all brand new all the way to the back, from the front of the motor to the back tailpipe. And you know the work that we did on the brakes, getting everything back to good shape there. I put your tip back on there. And checked, again, got all my lighting and everything fixed as well. So we have license plate light, brakes lights, turn signals. Everything is functioning there as well. Inside dash lights. Needed a headlight switch, which fixed a lot of the problems there. All right, up under the hood, give me just a sec. All right, up under the hood, you can see that we made all the upgrades. We put a new power steering unit. It did not have power steering before. We added the new power steering gearbox down below. All the hoses are connected. Pulley, added a new pulley on the bottom of the crankshaft, and put an electric fan in here to improve airflow on the truck. We have a new ignition system in it with new distributor cap, new contact points, spark plug wiring is all new. It's got an electric fuel pump on it, bypassing the mechanical for improved reliability. There's your exhaust pipe now connected with the new flange. Carburetor has been rebuilt, sent off to Florida. Has a 1-year warranty on the repair. It's all been ready to go, and I added new fuel lines, new metal fabricated lines so that it's safe and the way that it should be, and not just rubber hoses running across the truck. Got a new PCV valve in the back. Power brake assist, so this so you don't have to push very hard and get full brake pressure. This power brake booster does that with the included brackets here. It's got a new master cylinder, dual piston. It's got 2 reservoirs for safety, one for the rear, one for the front. It has new metal lines connecting and goes down to the main line connections, and way down there below is a power variable valve, so I can adjust right there the pressure on the rears. I modified the air cleaner element for the fitment of the power brake system. There's not room here for the original oil bath air cleaner, which is kind of a bad design. It's what they used in the 60s and 50s, all the way back to the 20s. This is a new high performance air cleaner. It's got a design to fit in this location, and as you can see, it looks really good as well. Got a new radiator in it for the cooling system, so new radiator cap, full of antifreeze, and then I added a overflow bottle. This is your capture bottle in case the car does overheat for some reason. Let's say the electric fan doesn't come on. It's going to blow the pressure through the radiator cap down this hose, and it's going to recover it inside of this tank, so it'll fill up with antifreeze, and then at night as it cools down, it will take this and put it back into the radiator through the vacuum that it creates. Before it leaves, I'll make sure that we put some antifreeze in there to kind of give it starter point. All right, so under the hood, that's what we took care of. This is the fan relay it's a heavy duty waterproof relay that connects to the ignition system. So when the key is on, your electric fan will kick on. And as you know, we rebuilt the entire front end on this. It's got new locker hubs. It's got new insides, hubs, axles. Everything is brand new back there. The new disc brakes are on it. And see if I can get a better picture of that. So back there is your new disc brake caliper, stainless lines, same on both sides over there, and you got a new metal lines running across the axle. Rear brakes were rebuilt, and new shoes were added, so everything on the back is cleaned up and ready to go as well. On the steering wheel, we put a new horn ring on it because it was pitted and corroded. Put that new horn ring on there and make sure the horn and everything is functioning there. New headlight switch was added here. Checked your gauges, everything's looking good there. On this, of course, it's a 3-speed on the column. Leave this in neutral, or actually you want it in neutral or too high. Actually, too high is good because it gets the gearing where you want it on the rear end, and allows for higher RPMs at higher speeds. Seat belts were added to the back and anchored to the floor, as you can see back there. And I just clipped the latches around the seats so they're not flopping around, making a bunch of racket back here. New rear view mirror was added for safety, so you got a mirror added to the system as well. Looking pretty good. Of course, you know, it's a new build. Someone went through and did a paint job on this and put a lot of new parts on it, but with any vehicle with 30,000 parts, there's always an opportunity for something to fail, something loose, rattling, just keep track of it on a list, and then we'll revisit it on a follow-up shop visit where we can address any concerns that come up during your road test, or actually when you're personally driving it. On those situations, what I recommend is before you go out, check your fluids. Make sure you got full antifreeze up here. Check your power steering fluid. Make sure it's got a little level indicator, and it tells you where it needs to be right there. Brake fluid should be okay, but these are Allen head bolts. You just take those off, pop this open, and make sure the fluid is up to about 1/4 inch from the top. If you see any puddles, well, that will be a concern. So put some cardboard in your garage and look for any leaks on it. This motor has been setting for a while, so you do have a few drops of oil which are coming from the crankshaft seal, or one of the timing chain cover seals, or an oil pan seal. Just identify it for me, and like I said, on its next oil change I can inspect it and see if there's anything that needs to be repaired at that time. So yeah, brakes, antifreeze are probably the most two important of everything. Check them every couple of weeks to a month until you get comfortable with the vehicle and you're familiar with it. You want to make sure your fluids are topped off, that your brakes are working correctly. And most important one, of course, is your engine oil. So every time you fill up the gas, I would recommend checking your dipstick. These old engines do burn oil, so this is very clear. It's hard to see, but as you drive it, it'll get darker. And there'll be a full line and an add line. So there's your full and add. You want to be between the dots. Usually a quart added to right here. You just turn it, pop it off, and then just pop it right back up on there when you're done adding your oil. And that's about it on the servicing of it. It's got a brand new belts on it, so you shouldn't have to replace any belts anytime soon. I don't feel like they're going to get out of tension anytime real soon either. Battery will be putting in, getting a new battery on it because the battery's been sitting for several years and we want it to be reliable and start up for you. I'll also be installing a quick disconnect on the battery. I tend to do that with all the vehicles that come in here, and it's just a green knob that you turn counterclockwise, and it disconnects the entire electrical system. That way, when it's sitting in the garage at the house or where you have it stored, if you're not going to drive it for a week or two, disconnect the electrical system, and it shuts everything off for safety and also keeps the battery fully charged. All right, well, that's what we have going on here at Classic Auto Repair. Like I said, this Bronco that's been here for a little while, going through an upgrades, is now finally getting to its completion point and getting ready for delivery in the next few days. Thanks for watching.